New kings and kingdoms. Okay? Second chapter. Modern period also, political parties, they divide and new political parties will be created. If one person is unhappy with one political party, he forms another group. Or he leaves that party and joins with some other party. These things happen. The same way in the medieval period also, there were kings were there, but some new persons emerged as a powerful persons. In the political party also it is like that also. Modern period. The leader will change sometimes. New leaders will come up in different parts of India. Chief ministers, all this. So like that it has happened. New dynasties come up in India. We had Chalukyans, Rashtrakutas, Hoysalites. These are the names of the houses that you come to school, you will learn it because all those dynasties are from Karnataka. That's why these names are given to the houses in the school. So when you come to school, you will find the Rashtrakutas, you will find the Chalukyas, you will find Adil Shahis, you will find Odayas, and you will find Vijayanagas. Okay, so these are some of the kingdoms that emerged. Yes. Some of the kingdoms that emerged during the medieval period. The kings used to look after administration, and kings, tax to be collected. And there are records of these administrations. And the kings used to collect taxes because tax is the source of income for any government. Modern period also it is like that. When we were studying civics, I told you, we are giving tax. For anything and everything we purchase from the market, it is written in that material inclusive of all taxes. Now we say GST. There it is written, if you collect a bill, you might be reading it, CGST and SGST. CGST means Central Government Goods and Services Tax. SGST means State Government Goods and Services Tax. So taxes are divided because state also there is a government. That government also needs money. So that also is taken from us. Central government wants money. They are also taking from us. So the governments are having money whichever is given by the citizens. It is not having its own means. Now in India, there is no means. Otherwise, government should have its own companies. Then even if it is selling the materials in the market, it will get profit. Government was having some company. Those companies are being sold out by the government. Present government is selling out the public sector companies. So the profit that comes from those companies would go to government treasury, and that money will be utilized for the welfare of the people. Tax is for that. Give the salary of the employees, construct necessary buildings. All those things are part of the governmental activities. So there are different taxes. Yes. And some of the kings used to record it down. When the salary is given. Now when a salary is given, each person's salary is recorded. What is the salary of the President of India? Anybody?
Sir, under 2 lakh. Under 2 lakh. Under 2 lakh.
I don't want to just under 2 lakhs exact amount monthly. How much is paid to the President of India?
98 lakh.
1.98 lakhs. Sorry. Anybody? It is 5 lakhs.
4.5.
President of India gets 5 lakhs rupees per month.
Prime Minister, sir. What is the income of Prime Minister?
Only 5 lakhs. I thought some 1 crore, 2 crore he must have got. Only 5 lakhs.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Per month. President of India gets per month 5 lakhs as salary.
2 crore he would have got.
The Vice President gets 4 lakhs. The Prime Minister gets around 3 lakhs.
80,000, sir.
Okay.
Per month, sir.
So that is the salary of this different persons. So like that officials, every officials working in the government also should be paid a salary. So all this money, it is recorded.
only
It,
$1.
it is recorded. Nobody can say that the salary is not, I have not received a salary, and so it's recorded. So at that time also, some of the kings used to write down. So they used to give land to somebody who is a soldier or an officer who is working in the government will be given 10 acres of the land or 20 acres of the land or maybe one village itself. So that will be recorded down. So those records are known as prasastis. And see, any written records we can call prasasti, any written records. It will be heroic activities of the kings or the land given to somebody or some of the activities of the family situation, anything that is, we can say, written records were available. And at that time, like in the modern period, there were no papers. So most of the writings were either in copper plate or on stone. So king used to write and give, send the message in copper plate or in a leaf. But leaves will be spoiled. So if it is written in the copper plate, it will remain there. So many of the records are available for us at present because they are written in copper plates. And what are there in the land, that also will be given, written down. We have seen in the chapter number, page number 20, there it is written what are the materials available with the land for the person. That we have discussed in the class. The land that is available with all the things for the land. Page number 1, I am reading from page number 20. I am stating that it is there. Here we have demarcated the boundaries of land. All those we have explained. Now we will come to the warfare for wealth. It is time immemorial. Why do human beings fight? Mainly to keep his prestige or to get something. Now also it is like that. Why India and China is fighting? China wants to enter into the boundary of India. India will say, no, we will not permit you. That's the reason. No other reason. Main reason is economic reason. We call it, they want financial advance. When we get more land, we may be having more income. That's the reason of it. The fight. Now Russia and America, NATO forces and Russian forces, there may be a war. They are also fighting.
Russia and Ukraine, sir.
Yes, Russia wants Ukraine should be part of Russia. So warfare is for that, to get wealth. That is there, time immemorial. When human beings are alive, this fight and frictions are part of it. So, but in medieval period, those who attacked mainly tried to get wealth. Main aim was wealth. And the temples were the centers of wealth. Because people were afraid of God or they were loving God. Both ways it can be. When we love somebody, we may give some donations to that person. We may give to something. The same way, gifts were given by the people to the temples and those materials were looted. That has taken place. That is Muhammad of Ghazni. He has come and looted the Somanath temple of Gujarat. And Al-Biruni has written that Sultan Muhammad was also interested in finding more about people he conquered and interested scholar named Al-Biruni to write an account of subcontinent. Details of this medieval conquest and medieval movements of the soldiers are written by Al-Biruni, who has come from Afghanistan, Iran. He has written about Indian conquest or Muhammad Ghazni's conquest of India. That's available things. So it's fightings and frictions are normal. And then Prithviraj Chauhan had a fight with Muhammad Ghori. In 1119, Muhammad Ghori was defeated and then again 1192, Muhammad Ghori came back with his soldiers and he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan. These are part of. So it is normal, fight and frictions, one who is very strong will win. Now also it is like that. The method of warfare will be different. Now political warfare we call it, master get power. Politicians fight the war during, that is election time. Election they fight. They want to get power. So this kind of fight, frictions, it's normal. There's nothing above. Without that, sometimes we may fail, we may not be able to survive. Okay, so it is needed, it is a part of it. So Muhammad Ghori in 1191 he had come. Then we can see the Chola kings in Tamil Nadu. First Chola, Rajaraja Chola, was the most powerful ruler of Vijaya Chola has started the Chola Empire, and it was in their capital was Tanjavur. Beautiful architecture was, even sculpture making was a beautiful activity during this period. And the kings used to provide agricultural activities, irrigation facilities for the people. Provided money, constructed dams, canals were constructed, provided wheels or facilities to uplift the water to the high areas. Modern period, we just go and switch on the button, motor is there. At that time, there was no motor. When there is no motor, what the king has to do, or the people alone may not be able to do. So king used to help them to get the water for that canal making, then wheels, Persian wheel, so that water will be rotated automatically, or with the hand lever we can rotate. All those activities were part of the social developments. Then the king of Tamil Nadu, that is Vellala, they were Vellala king, they were given the power to the Vellalas and divided the kings into Nadus. Modern period we have divided it into states, states into districts, districts into taluks, taluks into villages. And villages are again divided into wards, wards into houses. So like that at that time also. So Nadus were there. And Nadu activities, it was modern period governor is there or chief minister is there, but at that time it was done by, not by chief minister or governor, it was done by the Vellala farmers, some chieftains, they used to look after. And modern period also government give the land for the farmers or anybody else who want to do activities, start factories. At that time also lands were donated. Vellan Vagi is a land given to the Brahmanas. Brahma Daya, land given to temple for the gift of God. God has to take care of for the expense of the God. That doesn't mean that God wants breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a beautiful dress. It is for the pujari who wants all these things. He is a human being. So, and to clean the temple, there should be a worker to clean the temple. That worker should be paid. There is a need to have candles, oils, all those things are needed in the temple. So for that expenditure, Brahmadaya was the land given to the temple. There are Shala Bhoga, Chinese schools are having lot of land for expenses of it. Your payment is not sufficient. With that same, the amount that which you give, school activity will not run. You need some more money. Because you are staying, your food, stay, accommodation, the salary of the employees, all those things include in this. Then there is a Shala Bhoga, for it was maintenance of the school. Devadana, land given to the gift of God, to God. Then Palli, that means Jain institutions, modern period also institutions are the Pallicha Chandam. So like that, land was given to different organizations. And the Brahmins, traditionally they are not farmers. So when a land is given to them, they may not be able to do anything with the land. So what they do, they used to hand over the land to the powerful Vellala group of people. Vellalas are mainly peasants or farmers. They do beautiful agriculture. So the Brahmins, the land they get used to give to the Vellalas, and the Vellalas used to do agriculture, and the profit will be given back to the Brahmins. So there will be an agreement between Vellala farmers and the Brahmins. And to look after that, there was a committee or Sabha, and members of the Sabha were elected and by a lottery, not just elected. And the person who wants his name should be put in the lottery, should be paying taxes, should be between some age, 30 to 70 years of age. He should have his own home, he should have his own land for giving to them, and he should know how Vedas, Some of the restrictions were, some of the things were there, modern period. If his name should be put into the box as a member of a Sabha. There was no election. It was a lottery. So lottery was the procedure. So to put the name in the lottery box, he should have all this quality. And he say, I also want. So that was the restrictions. So and there were time limit also. Modern period we know, present day. What is, can anybody tell me what is the minimum age for a person to be a Prime Minister of India?
Sir, 18.
18. Sorry, 18 years you cannot become Prime Minister.
Sir, please tell 45. Sir, 40. Sir, 50.
Very good. In different ages are minimum age. It's one of you have said the answer. It is 25. 25 is the age for a person. Very good. 25 is the minimum age for a person to be a Prime Minister of India. Means if he can be elected to the Lok Sabha. Minimum age to get elected into Lok Sabha is 25. A MP who is getting elected to Lok Sabha can become Prime Minister of India. What is the maximum age?
50. Sir, 60. 70. 75. 80, sir.
Okay. I know you will from 25 to you will say to some numbers, but none of your numbers are right. It's absolutely wrong. There is no prescribed age when they have to retire from politics. Okay, no written age. It is left to the political parties or candidate to decide what should be the age. It is not written in the constitution. Minimum age is written, maximum age is not written. Okay, that is it. And what is education qualification?
Sir, Chetan is asking that
Minimum?
youth does not come to politics.
Minimum education qualification?
12th pass.
Sorry.
12th pass.
No, nothing.
PhD.
No.
PhD.
Listen. Okay, listen.
Sir,
Now listen.
PhD.
Now listen to me. No, listen to me. No prescribed educational qualification. Nothing is mentioned in the Constitution of India about the educational qualifications of MPs or MLAs or ministers or presidents or vice president or vice president. Nothing is mentioned. They can be literate. No maximum education qualification also. No minimum education qualification also mentioned in the Constitution. But at that time, if the member wanted to become a member of Sabha, he should know how to read Vedas. He should know Vedas. He should know what is written in Vedas. But in modern period, a person who is not able to read and write also can become the MLA or MP, become minister, chief minister or a prime minister, vice president or a president. But
sir, I have to percent of employees are not read.
my dear boys, there are officials who are educated to read and give to the minister. So they will read and give. But it is good to have educated persons, but it is not necessary. There will be somebody who could not study but will be a good administrator, would be taking care of the things very well. He may not be able to read and write because when he was a child, there might not have any education institutions around him, his area. So chances are there. That doesn't mean that he will be a bad person. No, he will be a good person. There are good persons like that also. So that is the reason. But of course, when we got independence in 1947, or when the constitution was accepted in India, our educational literacy rate was only 16 to 17%. 1/6.
Sir,
Present.
even Akbar was illiterate.
Pardon?
Sir, Akbar was illiterate.
Akbar was illiterate. Like there are many are there illiterates. So at that time when the constitution, now also we know in India only 83, 70 to 79 to 80% of people, 78 it's around comes, 79, 78 to 79 people are only literate. Till there are 20% of the people in India who are not able to read and write any language or anything. So you think that we are living in that country? So if you make a prescribe that you should be 12th class pass or degree pass, then those persons who may be good have no chance. So after some years, it may be changing. They may change into 10th
Sir?
standard. That's left to the
Sir?
government to decide. Yes.
Sir, but if you are illiterate, then you will become that chore and like that technology, sir. Why will you become president if you are illiterate?
Pardon?
Sir, meaning when people are illiterate, then they become like those criminal and all, sir.
It is not necessary. There are educated persons also, criminals are there. So there are illiterate. That is simply a thinkings. Education is different.
Sir, it is a stereotype.
Knowledge is different. The behavior of the person is different. So all the persons who are literate and educated, do you think all of them are very good? It is not. So we should not blame. As I told you, they might not have any chance. All the illiterate persons are not criminals. There are very good human beings. Majority of them are like that only. So it is. We should not put into everybody into one bracket and blame them. No. That they should be given education. There are one or there may be people, so that will be highlighted. That is there. There are people who are not educated and become criminals and gundagiri, all those things they do. That is there. But there are good people also in that. So all people who are not educated, if you say they are gundas, then there will be a good person in that. What he will do? He will be also called a gunda. That is not correct. We should not say you are not educated so that you are gunda. No. We should not say it to anybody like that. It's a wrong thing. There will be good persons, but there are highly educated gundas also will be there. So don't mind those. Don't use that kind of. They are educated. Not literate persons have become gundas. No. There is no guarantee on that. Okay, so that is what the Vellala farmers. They had the committees. Okay, now civil service examination. In that chapter we see the civil service examinations first were introduced in China by the Tang dynasty. Now we will come to Sultanate of Delhi. Different sultans, they have come and established Turkish, Qutbuddin Aybak, Shamsuddin Iltutmish, Razia, Ghiyasuddin Balban, Khalji dynasty, Jalauddin Khilji, Alauddin Khilji, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Kisir Khan and Babulal Lodi. Then comes the Ibrahim Lodi, who was defeated by Baba in the first battle of Panipat. Okay, we come to know about the Sultanate.
What was Babur's full name, sir?
Babur's full name, Jalaluddin Babur. Okay. Now we see Minhaj Siraj about the birthright and gender distinctions, because at that time the thinking was only males have the right to rule. Modern period it is not like that. Everybody. Even till 2 years ago in our Sainik school also girls were not there. First batch is the girls who are sitting along with you. They are the first batch who are coming to Sainik school. For that, girls were not admitted to Sainik school as boarders. So first batch, you are the senior most. The present girls who are there in my, they are the senior most girls in the school. So next year.
Sir, Babur's full name is Jahiruddin Babur, sir.
Devaluddin Babur. Okay, so that is gender distinction. Modern period it is. So, society changes. Ancient period, male members were, because when human beings were going for hunting, ancient period hunting society was. So when they went for hunting, the females were not able to fight with the animals. So naturally, men became stronger. Men are stronger. Physically, they are strong. In that, no doubt. No, you should not go and say to our what is that ladies there who got gold medal in the boxing, bronze medal in boxing. What is her name?
Sir, Mary Kom.
Mary Kom. Should not go to say and Mary Kom. If I go and say to Mary Kom, she will give one punch to my nose. Okay. But male members are physically they are strong. But all other ways they are equal. There's no doubt. Physically, male member, that physical strength is there. Why it is? Because this ancient period, human male members, because every time females may not be able to fight with them. So the male used to take that responsibility. So naturally, that male has taken the lead in all the activities. But in the modern period, everything and anything can be done by male and female. There's nothing. All the activities, administration, riding the plane, anything. So they do. So there is no differences of that. At that time, it was forest life. Now it is not. We are not living in the forest, and we need not be afraid of any animal, because they were fighting with animals at that time. All were fighting there. Like we are called human beings are it's also human animals. So we fight with. At that time, it was a situation. So naturally, strength was needed, physical strength. So that physical strength, naturally, male members are more for. That's why, any competitions, male and female competition is not there. No, then it should be football competition should be males versus female. No, it is not taking place. Female, male. That's because physical strength is running capacities, it's time, everything is there. That we have to accept physical, but other things they are equal. No, football matches are controlled by male. Football matches are controlled by female umpires. Female football matches are controlled by male umpires because they can run up. Female also can run up and do the things. That's no problem. That's why male football matches many times you might have seen. Female umpires are there in the football ground. Any umpires that they can do it, but they may not be able to play along with. Some may be able to play, but comparatively lesser number of people able to play along with the male members, run along with the male members and play comparatively. That's why other things they are able to do. Mentally and other activities they are very strong. They can do it, everything. So that is birthright and gender distinctions that is exist. The circle of justice. The circle of justice, you know what is circle of justice? There is a farmer, there is a king, and there is a people. So, soldiers. Soldiers are king, people, and soldiers. Both the king and soldiers are supported by the people. The people will produce, and that share we give to the king. That share of what we give to the king gives a share to the soldiers as salary. And in turn, what the soldiers do for us? Soldiers protect us. It's the responsibility of the soldiers to protect us. So soldiers protect us, and if we give money to the king, king tells where you should protect, what should be done, how it should be done. King is a person who coordinates everything. So we are giving money to the king. So it's a circle of this. If one person stops, if the soldier is stopping to protect us or to take care of the things, then what happens? Thieves will come or others will come, and there will be destruction problems. We cannot look after do our agriculture. So if the soldiers are not working properly, and if the farmers are not working properly, what will happen? They will not get money. When no money is coming to the king also cannot remain there in that post, or the soldiers also cannot. And the king who coordinates between the soldiers and the farmers, and who takes care of that, how, where, what should be done. All the activities will be decided by the king. So king has got that role. So this circle of justice, if one in the group is not functioning, the system will stop. That is why it is called a circle of justice. This is not a square of justice, circle of justice. Everybody is equal. One cannot say I am important. If a king say I am important, okay, you be important, I will not pay any tax. Then where will you get money? The soldier tells, I will not protect you, let somebody come and take your head off. Then king cannot say I am important. All the three are important. Nobody is unimportant. All have equal role in the soul. Maybe different way, different areas, but everybody has got role. That's what the circle of justice means. So there are hinterland. Hinterland means
Sir,
areas.
the circle of justice exists now as well.
Pardon?
Sir, the circle of justice exists now as well.
Yeah, now also it
Yes.
is. Definitely. The government's duty is to, soldiers' duty is there. If the borders are not secure, protected by the soldiers, terrorists will come inside, no? They will create a problem for us. And then locally in our area, police is there, no? It is their duty. So we make money, we prepare the thing, we give a share to the king. King gives us also. That's a king means government. Same thing is there now also. This is relevant. Without that, nobody can survive. That is the thing. Okay. So the hinterland and garrison town. Hinterland means area near to the administration of the sultans. Then garrison town is where the soldiers are living. Soldiers will live and they have the areas. That is and they go far away places. Sometimes the king used to attack and capture wealth and all those things. The administration was looked after by the kings. Okay. Now it is already time. Tomorrow we will meet at this time and continue with the same explanations. Okay. Bye. See you.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir. Have a nice day.
Bye, sir. Okay,
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Bye bye.